Howdy, howdy. Ooh, wow, this light is super bright. But you know what though, that's okay because I want to be able to see. How is everybody? Oh, I was just telling a friend yesterday that I need to get a new chair and a different desk because it's hard for me to kind of sit up straight. I have to rearrange some stuff, but okay, so I'm going to wait for a few people to hop on, and in the meantime, I'm kind of just going to gather up my stuff that I need. So today we're going to do Aquarius, and so this one was actually a little bit difficult for me to find like a look that I really liked because a lot of people think that Aquarius is a water sign, and it is not. You guys can probably hear my doggies. It's not a water sign. It is an air sign, and so I didn't want to like, especially since we just did Pisces yesterday, like I didn't want to, not pay tribute to how honestly odd an Aquarius can be. And when I mean odd, I don't mean odd in a bad way. I mean like they are kind of the supernatural of the zodiac. They kind of create their own reality. And I mean, take that as you will, male Aquarius and female Aquarius, they have a lot of similarities, but they're also like really different. And so anyways, I'm probably going to have to rearrange some stuff like the lighting, and I think I got all the glitter off of me from yesterday. My poor little face. I think it's just the stress of the kids having to go back to, like they're going back to school, but they're like half time and the masks and the whole just shindig. It's very just kind of stressful. So anyways, I washed my face already. For those of you that are just sort of hopping on, tell me where you're hopping on from. Tag in Aquarius that you know. I have a bunch of friends that are Aquarius. A lot of Aquarius rising people. So that just means that the Eastern horizon was crossing over Aquarius when they were born. Not that, if you don't know a whole lot about astrology, that probably doesn't mean anything. That is literally my dogs trying to break in here. You hear them? Fucking crazy. I don't want to have them in here because I just sanitized and cleaned everything, and I don't want freaking dog hair everywhere. Although I love my poopies. Okay, anyways, so tag in Aquarius while I kind of just get myself together. What was I going to do? So I did use this moisturizer yesterday, and I actually really loved it, even though it's only supposed to be for nighttime, but I think it did fantastic. I am going to do something different. I'm going to do something with my hair, but for now, I'm just going to leave it in the same upness that I had yesterday. So if you're hopping on, my name's Nicole. I am not a makeup artist. I know very little about makeup. I'm kind of just grabbing a bunch of stuff from a bunch of places and putting together these zodiac looks. So yesterday we did Pisces. So if you didn't watch that, it's about, like 25 minutes or so. It's actually really fun. We did some cool little like magic and stuff in there. My son kind of helped me with the design. Today we're doing Aquarius. I've already washed my face. I've already toned it. And yes, my hands are like permanently dyed blue because I'm always messing with my hair, but I did wash them already. So I'm just going to put, my ear's ringing, which means somebody's talking about me. Hopefully good. Okay, I'm going to moisturize my skin. It's the winter time, and so my skin is so dry. And yesterday I noticed when I was using the our foundation sticks that there were just certain areas that I was like, oh man, I should have probably put more moisturizer there because they are super dry. So yes, anytime I put any kind of pressure on my face, it turns bright red. I don't know if there's somebody out there that can tell me why the hell it does that. Or if there's something else I'm supposed to be doing, but I have super red, like obviously pigmentation underneath. And so every time I put any kind of pressure on my face, this is what happens. Okay. All right. Like I said, do me a favor and tag in Aquarius so that they can kind of, I have a glitter from yesterday. So that they can give us some feedback on what they think about our look. It was a bit harder to come up with a look for them just because so many think they're a water sign, and I don't want to get them confused. I want to pay tribute to, them being an intellectual air sign. And so I kind of took a bunch of things and put them together. So, like I said, you guys have a friend that's an Aquarius, please tag them. All right. So again, I am not a makeup artist. I am probably gonna have to close my door so that you guys don't hear my dogs trying to break in, like as if they're like mistreated or something. Oh my God, y'all. That's diesel. I know that is. It's so nice out right now too. Like, it's not even like it's hot. They got water, they got toys, they're playing, and they just are causing, I don't know. Okay. So I am using a brand called Sabella. It's from an online wholesale store that I shop at. And there's, well, it's not really their slogan, but it's kind of like how I've described them. It's like salon quality, but like drugstore prices. And so I wanted to, you know, I'm just an average mom. Like I said, I don't know anything about makeup. I'm the kind of person that literally writes at the bottom of the brushes what they're used for, because I have no idea. But I thought this would be fun. And I'm obsessed with astrology. So I already washed my face. I toned it. I put moisturizer, and I'm using this Sabella foundation primer. I actually really love it. It makes my skin feel super silky. And so I'm putting this on first. And if you need a catalog for Sabella, I can provide that. Not right this very second, but soon enough. I'm just gonna prime my whole face, let it dry. Okay. So this primer feels super silky, and it makes my skin feel silky. Now, I've never really used primer. Actually, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I either go out like this, or I'm just like a white eyeliner. I like white eyeliner because it makes my eyes look bigger. For me, my black has always made me look more sunken in. And so I don't really use a lot of black. I also don't really do like winged eyeliner, but I did see on freaking YouTube yesterday that if you put tape here, so that's what we're gonna try today. I'm gonna do we're gonna learn like some makeup-y stuff together. Okay, so yesterday I used solely foundation sticks. Today I'm gonna use a cream to powder foundation just because I want to try a couple different ones and just see how they kind of sit on my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. I'm gonna use my foundation brush, but first I'm gonna flip and get this glitter off my freaking face. Okay. Actually, first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover some of my blemishes. Looking for the foundation stick that does it. Okay, so I use 215N. So I'm like between a 215N and a 275N in these foundation sticks. So I'm going to, just cover this freaking thing up. Okay. What'd you guys think of the Pisces look yesterday? Was it acceptable? I said my son kind of helped me out. I wasn't going to do the glitter. But he kind of insisted. He wanted to do something different. And so we did that. So I'm just going to tap this kind of in there. And then I am going to... All right. I do need to re-dye my hair though. My roots are... So I use a conditioner and a Sabella Color Protect. And so it's actually doing really well. I mean, I haven't had to dye my hair in a hot minute, which is good. Okay. There this goes. All right. I'm going to go get my cream to foundation, and then we're still going to use some of our foundation sticks so that I can do a little bit of contouring. Okay, so, all right, give me about 2 seconds, okay? And then we'll go ahead and we'll have all this done. All right. I went ahead and covered my face. So this is what my cream to powder foundation looks like. I wanted to try something new today. I'm actually going to do the contouring part with you, or at least draw on my face with you guys. Just make sure everything's all good. I did order a beauty blender. I had like a bunch of people message me last night and they're like, oh my gosh, you should really use a beauty blender. Like, yes, I ordered one, y'all. Your friend Nicole doesn't know what she's doing. So just know that this is a work in progress. Okay, do we all look the same color? Yeah? Okay. Okay. All right, so yesterday I did the foundation sticks. Today I did the cream to powder. I wanted to see what you guys think. The coverages are different. I feel like the foundation stick is a bit heavier, whereas the cream to powder feels like lighter. The lightest one I have is the BB cream, which I think I'm going to use tomorrow for Capricorn. Okay. So kind of gives you a general idea. All right, so from here, what I want to do is I'm going to pull out some of these foundation sticks. I got a couple of them. One of them I definitely don't need, which is my 215. Oops, I'm knocking shit over, you guys. Okay, 215 don't need. Okay, let's do this. So I was told, I'm also going to grab my concealer. I was told yesterday I got some advice on what to do a little more of the like contoury stuff. All right, so I have my concealer, which is going to be my highlighter. It's like a 15 and it's like the lightest they possibly have. And then I also have my super dark one. I have a 580 N and a 520. So I learned yesterday from a friend that you are supposed to drag the contour like further so it looks like your face is like more indented. So that's what we're going to try to do. All right, fun times. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to change my shirt. I just wore my PTO one because if it got shit all over it, it's okay. All right, so first things first, so the concept I've heard is that if you use the darker contour to draw right under your jawline, it will hide this thing, which I want to hide. And then it creates more shadows. And so it makes your face look thinner. Like I said, don't take makeup advice from me. I just like monkey see, monkey do. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to take this little stick and kind of like just draw sort of underneath. And then here. Ooh. And then this is what makes this so easy. Okay, I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so I saw this girl on YouTube do this, and I guess it like creates dimension. I don't fucking know, okay? I have an oval face though, all right? So with that being said, I have sort of figured out what my what I want to accentuate. And I'm going to draw a nice line here, a nice line here. It's like war paint, you guys. Whoop. Okay. I'm also going to do my nose because this look is all, oh God. See, even I messed up too, you guys. God dang it. Of course I messed up because I am not a professional. So let's do this. Oh, let's move you guys closer. Whoop. Oh my God. Oh, we are so close. We are all up in each other's space. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. I have kind of a big nose. I have like that Italian nose that just like sticks out. Okay, this apparently is gonna make my nose look longer, or skinnier. I don't think it needs to look any longer. I have a long fucking nose. Skinnier, I should say. God, you guys, I'm freaking special. Like I said, do not take makeup advice from me. Okay. This is not supposed to be up here this high. We're going to erase that. There we go. See? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to do a shameless plug. Say Bella Makeup Wipes. Fix all your mistakes. Oh, aren't you guys glad you are spending your time with me right now instead of doing any of the other things that are so much more important in your life? Oh my gosh, hopefully you guys can laugh with me when we're all said and done with this. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, fantastic. All right, I needed to see a little bit better. Okay, so go there and then yes, I know it's in really deep. Wait till you see the picture. Wait till you see once this is all done. Okay, So there's that. All right, so now I'm gonna take the highlight. This is where I messed up yesterday. I put way too much of this on. So now I know how much it comes out and I ain't gonna make the same mistake twice. I don't have my eye primer yet, so I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer here. So that I don't, so my stuff sticks. And just need it to go like this. Okay. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do the whole dang eyelid. All right, there we go. Okay, yay. Okay. All right. So yesterday I had my little circle here. Okay. Because I don't need a lot. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a less of this that I did yesterday. So I'm just gonna do like this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yesterday Brayden was like, Mom, you're wearing war paint. I'm like, kind of. Does anybody else struggle with like matching their two eyes? Gemini is going to be so easy for me because it gets to be two different people. Oh my God. See what I'm talking about, you guys? Goofball. Thankfully, you guys don't have to be perfect. You know? All right. Where were we? Talk to me about your makeup mishaps. Okay. Talk to me. There we go. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think this looks good. Yeah? You guys have any other areas I should put this on? Taking feedback. I feel like I'm painting. Is that what it's supposed to feel like? Because that's what it definitely feels like. All right. Makeup mishaps. Well, one time I thought I was doing a smoky eye and I just basically made a big black eye. So, I mean, there's that. Another reason why you guys should not be taking makeup advice from me. All right, let's talk about Aquarius now. If you have Aquarius as your rising sign, drop below. There's actually, oops. Okay. There's actually one more thing I want to do. I'm gonna, this is gonna make my lip look bigger. Cool. It's gonna make my lip look bigger. And this, I saw on a YouTube channel. Oh my God, does my war paint look good, you guys? All right, let's mix all this stuff up. Okay, so as I learned from yesterday, you use one for the highlight and one for the other dark stuff. I don't know. What do you guys call that? Is it just contour? Like, I don't know. Low light? I don't fucking know. So we're going to use these. And then I sort of have one that's just going to help with blending. These are not Sabella makeup brushes because I don't think they have these. So I got them from MAC and that's what I'm going to use. Okie dokie. All right. So that's what I have. So these are not Sabella makeup brushes. I just had them from MAC. Sabella doesn't have these particular type of ones. It has the foundation brush, which I will, or blush brush, which I will end up using there. But these ones are a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. Do the highlight first. I'm gonna pack it in, and then I'm gonna do the darker part, and I'm gonna go from this out first, and then I'm gonna mesh it all together, okay? Sweet, all right, let's see if I can fucking do this. Okay. So I went ahead and contoured everything. I know that obviously you can see the darker parts a little bit more. That's because that's the look that we're going for. Today, obviously, it's not something that I would normally do. None of this makeup is something that I would normally do. So the other thing that I did that I didn't like pre-notify you guys of is I used the pressed powder. It's this like translucent powder. And that's the bronzer. Just kidding. Yeah, there you go, pressed powder. And I just like put it on my face. And I just like let it sit here. Because my face is oily. I don't know. I don't know if other people do like other things. But I learned that on YouTube the other day. So this is a blush brush. All right. So I'm going to finish up some stuff. And we are going to chit chat about Aquariuses while we do the rest of this. How's that sound, guys?
Okay, so all my Aquarius suns. It's very interesting because everybody thinks that this sign is a water sign, and it could be because in tarot, the card for Aquarius is a woman pouring out water, and the sort of symbol sort of looks like waves. But the thing is, Aquarius is definitely not a water sign. It is an air sign, and it is actually one of the more interesting ones. I have loads of Aquarius friends, both in sun and in rising. And so hopefully I did tribute to your all out of this world sort of what I like to say eclectic kind of style. So if you have a sun in Aries, your ruler is Saturn. Some key words for you are going to be idealism, community, liberty, equality, and science. Some functional expressions for you are social awareness, humanitarians, civilized, impartial, outgoing, unconventional. Some dysfunctional expressions would be cold, critical, aloof, overly rational, erratic, blinded by science, overly reasoned, and alternative reality. Now, I want to touch on this alternative reality piece because often I find that male Aquariuses and female Aquarius suns are a little different in this sense. I mean, even risings too. I think it's rather interesting because depending on where Aquarius is in your chart, what I found is sometimes their need to create a different reality can be so severe that, well, let's just say that they want their reality to be the reality. So they're very good at persuading the people around them to think that the way that they do. So when I say that they can sometimes live in an alternative reality is that they're so good at creating that sometimes they can believe it. So just be super cautious. If you have an Aquarius in your sun or Aquarius in your rising, those are two really, really strong placements. And so you can kind of dabble in a sense of creating things that might not actually be real or telling truths that aren't really true. With that being said, as an air sign, Aquarius is mostly concerned with the exchange of information and ideas. They're all about logic and fact. It's just differentiating between real fact and the fact that they want to be fact. Communication is a very key for an Aquarius, whether it is informally through maintaining social connections or more formally through practical routes. Aquarius have a lot to do with the social side of life. They tend to observe cultural norms upon which communities are built. Sun and Aquarius people may have excellent networking abilities and a broad range of friends. They maintain equality in relationships, which is incredibly important if you were born under this sign. Since an Aquarius is a fixed sign, they are more concerned with their durability. So they need to establish very firm conceptual underpinnings with which they approach life. So they're not like Pisces essentially, who are very adaptable because they're a mutable sign. Aquarius can be tenacious in the sense that they hold on to ideas that they perceive right or wrong. So some people might see that as stubborn. They can be, I mean, they kind of hold a reputation for that. So it just sort of depends. Males are a little bit more stubborn than women, but they do have some intuitive insightfulness. Although their intentions are generally impersonal. It's funny because I have a friend and we sort of kind of joke around about how Aquarians are like the robots of the zodiac. And it's just simply because they process information rather quickly and because they solely reside on kind of information, protocol, political stances, things of that nature. They're a little bit more resistant to change. They kind of detach from that human aspect. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I have mad respect for that. I've, like I said, tons of Aquarius friends. I would say that a place to improve is that willingness to sort of change. Their journey involves learning lots of lessons, maybe detachment, objectivity, group involvement. They are definitely the person in your team group that's going to want to make sure everything's done right. In some senses, they're going to try to rise above any kind of drama. They want to detach themselves from that kind of stuff. They are logically just brilliant. They recognize like pure logic, which is usually applied in the best of outcomes. People tend to see them beyond, like I said, their personal kind of connections. And in a lot of circumstances, they can find a way to have any and all of their ideas supported. So people who have a sun in Aquarius, they have very good social awareness, political insight, group involvement is very, very important to them. They're motivated by ideas that might be considered kind of far-reaching, but that's also why we refer to them as out of this world. And so that's why this look, I went so, I guess you could say, kind of, yeah, out of this world. I wanted to make sure that I didn't do a lot of blue because I didn't want to get it confused with a water sign. And I wanted to pay tribute to the type of, boldness that this sign really holds. But I did include some blue because there's such a natural draw to Aquarius being associated with water. So I didn't want to nix that completely. So you will see that the eyebrows are kind of etched in with some blue, and as the look kind of goes on, you will see that we kind of incorporated it. But okay, all right, back to some stuff about our Aquariuses. So the view from the outside, from another viewpoint, they kind of have a way of finding themselves on the outside of things. We like to call this FOMO. Despite their collective tendencies, they like to rebel and rule break, whether that's in family or community. It's like things kind of have to be their way. If you have a sun in Aquarius or a rising sign, they like to challenge the status quo, so nothing gets unquestioned for too long. In this way, they find that no matter what they do, they can't help but be controversial to a certain degree, pushing buttons, asking awkward questions, exposing unexamined presumptions. They like to preface most everything with fairness, justice, and equality at most levels. They can pretty much question anything and everything. Those who have their sun or rising sign in Aquarius experience themselves as sort of an outsider or separate from the group, even if they're not. It's kind of like they place themselves there and they have this sense of individuality that may be so strong that they feel like they can't really relate to others. So they give themselves this sort of idea of this lone wolf kind of mentality, which keeps them a little isolated and lonely and kind of out of touch with like emotional life. So even though it's important for them to uphold their individuality, it's also important to kind of check yourself and get out from underneath those emotional barriers. So if you know an Aquarius sun or rising, make sure you tag them so they can give us feedback on this look and let me know what you guys think.
For a bitch who only wears eyeliner, I do have to say, we done pulled out this look. My hair is brought to you by a week and a half of not washing it, 7 days of dry shampoo, and a shitload of Sabella hairspray. Our lipstick is brought to you by blue eyeliner and a Wild Child lipstick mixed in to do a little ombre. I say, for staying home, I think we did a pretty good job. What do you guys think?